Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Star Runner by George Mathis and published by GRM3 Software. It's fully released out on Steam, currently $4 US at 20% off. Normally it's $5 US. I don't know anything about this. This just showed up in what's on Steam on Twitter as just being released, and I saw it and I was like, oh, a space game, and it looks like it's a top-down 2D shooter space game, so let me just go pick it up and take a look at it. So that's the extent of my knowledge of it. There is one thing though that's interesting here. There's a settings and an options. The settings looks like it's game settings, and that's setting the difficulty. Although down here under other, there's intro skips and player running lights and smooth zoom, and I don't know why these would be here instead of under options, which is the audio and visual settings. Anywho, I guess without further ado, let's go play. It's got the sounds like it's got Star Trek beeps and boops on it. Playing tips: kill all enemies to advance, shoot asteroids for resources, your ship can't hit other ships, avoid intact asteroids, fly through busted asteroids, F3 for controls and info, escape to quit, press spacebar to advance story. Okay. Alert! New species detected. Origin to be determined. Technology primitive. Description: rapacious, of limited intellect and physical ability, but violent nonetheless. Vanity fuels a belief it is alone in a vast universe. Known history of abusing all it might subjugate, resources, planet, species, even those of its own kind. Slowly, inexorably, they spread their filth across the stars, their fragile nature unburdened by a limitless thirst to explore, to conquer, to dominate all within their grasp, and lust for that just beyond. Now they are here. Long did your people live, long did they rule peaceably, where interlopers dare bring war. Only I remain, a lone sentinel left to defend what even time has forgot. I will make them remember. I will make them pay. I will apparently explode. From rage, I guess. Oh, that was a Terran ship. A Terran station, I guess. Okay. Oh, where's my... Oh. I can't see my mouse cursor. That's gonna make things interesting. Oh, I guess I don't need to see it because it's only gonna shoot where we're pointed, I guess. Okay. Interesting. Okay, right away I could say, should not have Newtonian physics in this game. Or at least should tone them down a bit. And by a bit I mean a lot. Because holy crap, can I not keep these guys on screen. Okay. I don't know what those bars are on either side of the screen. Well, one of them looks like my weapon, the green one over there. I don't know what the green, blue, and yellow one is on this side. I assume the blue one is my shields there on the left-hand side. Do not know for sure. There's a green one there that looks like, on the right-hand side, it looks like it must be maybe ammo or something, because it's constantly going down. Although now it has disappeared. Now it's coming down on the other side. Okay. I don't have enough energy for my missile, I guess. Oh, okay, so mining stuff is giving me power back, I guess? Right. So... okay. Try that again, I guess? Not a fan of the controls right now. Not a fan of the controls. It doesn't... I mean, the keyboard and mouse are working. It's the actual being able to maneuver that is pretty bad. And by pretty bad, I mean extremely terrible and oh god, why? So, yeah, that's a thing. That bar is just constantly coming down. I don't know what... None of these things are explained. Which is a little bit of a problem. Just a tiny bit of a problem. Furthermore, well, I think there is a zoom for the camera. Because the camera is so freaking zoomed in that it doesn't... It's unusable. You know what I mean? This is like one of those games where the difficulty comes not in the actual gameplay, but in the fact that they've made it so you can't see shit. You know what I mean? It's one of those KSS things, can't see shit games right now. Alright. Oh, you have to hold it down to see more stuff? Oh, come on. Come on now. Really? That's ridiculous. Now, it does say on the tin that the game is hard. And that's fine. But, see, the problem is, when you say your game's hard, it's usually implied that it's hard, but fair. This is hard just because it's... you just can't maneuver. This is hard in the same way that QWOP is hard, right? Where it's like... you know, you have to have 10 different keyboard commands to just move one leg and stuff like that. This is the difficulty from this seems to be coming from just the fact that you can't see anything, and your bullets do next to no damage, which is fantastic, by the way. And then, oh yeah, we'll just throw some ginormous asteroids at you because, you know, we can. The game was very, very adamant in telling me that, well, you can't bash into other ships, which is great. But then you can bash into asteroids, which eliminates the whole purpose of not being able to bash into ships. I feel like the not being able to bash into ships thing is because perhaps there was an AI issue, and the AI was going on suicide runs or something. Not because it's a BS way to die. Boy, I would love to show you more of this game. Holy crap, but these guys just will not leave me the frick alone. Like, what are all these circles up here? Are they just asteroids? It looks like they're just asteroids. That's what it looks like. Yeah. So is there a way to turn it off so you can't die to asteroids? Because that's kind of stupid. On zone size. Reduce ship parts, clean scene, reform busted. I guess we can skip the intro now, right? Player overhead light, whatever. On zone size, smooth zoom. Use ship parts. Respawn rate. Damage factor. Oh, 100%, or you can go more than 100%? Why would you... I mean... Is that how much damage they can accept, or how much damage they dish out? Because dishing out more than 100% damage doesn't seem like it matters. Min size, max size. Spawn rate, points, max speed. Starburst or goal. I don't even know what any of that means. Max health, max speed, max turn speed, repair rate. I don't... I could turn difficulty down a little bit, I guess. Down to 15, but I don't know that makes any difference when you're just dying to crashing into asteroids constantly. There's a bar going down the bottom there, and I'm wondering if that's like a timer for when these guys will respawn or something. This is really annoying because I can't. They're literally right in front of me, and I'm pointing right at them, but I can't hit them. Oh, come on. This is this is ridiculous. Right, there needs to be some kind of indication as to where your guns are pointing, because that's ridiculous. Like, I'm literally pointing the front of my ship at these guys and missing. Like, that's crazy. God, it's every third shot is hitting. Come on. That's really annoying. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not fighting. I'm fighting the mechanics of the game, not the enemies in the game. And that's I think the worst part of it. So we got a railgun, right? What does the railgun do? The railgun does a lot of damage. It's great and all. Still can't hit the broadside of the barn though. Oh, and we're already out of power for a railgun? Photon. Which apparently takes the green power bar. It's random bars on the side of the screen here. Random unmarked bars. Oh, so that bar down there is your speed indicator? Because I saw it slow down as I was slowing down, and then it's back up again as I get more momentum. No, that's yeah. Okay. All right, that's the way you want to do it, I guess. The way we're gonna do it. That's out of power. Photon now. Hey, I destroyed something somehow. Okay. Another one down, and another one down. Oh, okay. Now there's a red square. It was too much to ask for, like, you know, things with labels on them. You guys are apparently weak to the photon guns. So that he apparently got through my shield there. Am I completely out of... No, over there. Maybe this works better with the controller. I'm kind of wondering now, because the thing I'm noticing with the keyboard is that it's like, it's got that problem where, you know, there's digital inputs, and so everything, like even the smallest movement is exaggerated, whereas on an analog stick, a lot of that is kind of washed out. I wonder, can I switch over immediately now? Oh, I can. All right. Oh. Statistics and stuff. Okay. Oh, and it's... I could... so on the controller... So on the keyboard, you have to hold down Q to get a wider view. On the controller, I can just hit the trigger key and I get... And I get the wider view without any problems. Okay. How do I switch between... Oh, this is... well, we can say they definitely use the controller for everything, because, man, everything's mapped to weird stuff on the controller. Wormhole in... Cloak hack. Nuke antimatter plasma. Let's say, okay, that's how that does that. The buttons are very strange. Buttons that things are mapped to. Okay, this is definitely a game that, though it doesn't say it, it probably requires a controller, because I can see right now it's it's easier to control with the controller than it has been up to this point. Much easier. Still can't hit anything, but it's much easier to control now. Alright, so I guess I gotta go towards the big red square. Alright, so you definitely want to use a controller for this game, because the keyboard and mouse controls are bad compared to these. Now that I've got the camera zoomed out, I can actually see what the hell I'm doing, too. It's another very important thing. That got a little too close there. Alright, well now that I know you can't manipulate the menu though with the with the controller, you have to use the mouse for the menu. Well now that I know you have to use the controller for it, that it's a little bit better. But yeah, I mean that's where we're at with this, friends. I guess. I guess there's not much more to see here than what we've already seen in terms of the game. It looks like it just gets a little bit harder as you level up, and there's just a very tight, short gameplay loop, which once you have a control scheme that actually works, then it's not too terrible. Definitely need that view to be zoomed out by default. Could use a guideline or something coming out of the front of the ship to let you know where your guns are actually aiming, because that's still difficult to figure out. And all the unmarked random colored bars all over the screen, seriously, just get a proper UI. I get that you may not want to, every time you put text on the screen, you're going to have to worry about translating it to other languages, but you need text on the screen. Those bars mean absolutely nothing. I still don't quite understand what those bars are. And you're taking up all that real estate for a simple just have a UI treatment. I mean, it's just even if it's just text, just have some sort of UI treatment, so you can see a little bit better what's actually happening and what the state of your ship is and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean that's about all this. It seems like all this game brings to the table. It does one thing and one thing only, and it could be a good time waster if you're trying to kill half an hour or something like that. This might be a thing. But that's what I have for you, friends. This has been Star Runner. It is by George Mathis and published by GRM3 Software. It is fully released out on Steam, currently 20% off at $4. Let me bring my thing up here. 20% off at $4. Normally it is $5 US. As always, I'll leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.